All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, as always, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Waharakhakwadash, which Yahweh, it's the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, that's whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, it's his true name, and the Rakhakwadash, that is the Holy Spirit. And I also want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well in the scriptures. And salutations to all the brothers out there who are pushing this word in all truth and all sincerity. And it's the brother Natazakia. All right. And I want to get into a lesson about the faith of King David while fighting Goliath. And I was reading 1 Samuel recently. I just finished it up. And when I was reading 1 Samuel, the story of King David, versus Goliath came up. And, what was spiritual, about that whole situation is, before King David, arose and said he wanted to fight Goliath, the rest of the warriors, the mighty men of Israel, they were afraid, of the champion Goliath, and King David, when he went out to war, he wasn't afraid. He didn't even have any real armor on, because the armor was, it was just too big. It wasn't fitting him. And you got to remember, he was a young man at this point. He was it doesn't say his age exactly, but I'm assuming he's probably roughly in his early teens, at that point. All right. And like I said, the armor was too big, and he just, pretty much went out there, solely with faith. All right, he believed that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai was going to deliver, Goliath unto him, that he was going to get the victory no matter what. And all he took was, basically, I believe it was a staff. I got to double check it. We'll read it in a moment. And his slingshot with his stones in it. And that was it, and that was also spiritual too, all right, that it was stones, and I'll get into the reason why a little bit later, because basically the stones represent Yahweh Shai, all right, that's what that represents, and we could tie, correlate this and tie this in with, the whole, statue, in Daniel, I believe the 7th chapter, what took down the stone, or the statue? It was that stone, which that precious, stone, that cornerstone is whom? Yahweh Shai. So Yahweh Shai, all right, has always helped us, unto victory, you see? But the thing is, you have to have faith. We have to have faith, all right, as a people, in order for these things to occur, all right? And let's start off this lesson with 1 Samuel chapter 17. We'll start at 1, and then we'll jump around a little bit. This is 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 1. And it... Give me one moment.
Shut your goddamn mouth! Shut your goddamn mouth! Go!
Salaki about that. This is 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 1. And it reads, Now the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle, and were gathered together at Shekoh, which belongeth to Judah, and pitched between Shekoh and Azekah, and Ephes Demim, and Saul and the men of Israel were gathered together and pitched by the valley of Allah, and set the battle in array against the Philistines. And the Philistines stood on a mount on the one side, and Israel stood on a mount on the other side. And there was a valley between them. And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines, named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. All right, so he was a very big man, all right, mind you. He was a mighty man, basically, you see? And this is why Israel was afraid, and he was winning. He was, He was a victor, okay? You see? Let me keep reading. And it says, and he had a helmet of brass upon his head, and he was armed with a coat of mail. And the weight of the coat was 5,000 shekels of brass, and he had greaves of brass upon his leg, and a target of brass between his shoulders. And the staff of his spear was like a weaver's beam, and his spear's head weighed 600 shekels of iron, and one bearing a shield and before. And it says, and he said and cried unto the armies of Israel, and said unto them, why are ye come out to set your battle array? Am not I a Philistine, and you servants to Saul? Choose you a man before you, and let him come down to fight me. If he be able to fight with me and to kill me, then we will be your servants. But I will prevail against him and kill him, and then ye shall be servants and serve us. All right, let me keep reading. And the Philistine said, I defy the armies of Israel this day. Give me a man that we may fight together. When Saul and all Israel heard those words of the Philistine, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. All right, you see, the rest of Israel, they feared, okay, Saul. They didn't have faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, okay, you see. And then we're gonna jump down to show you how King David, he had that faith, and that was why he was able to prevail. That's why he was able to defeat, all right, Goliath. You see? Let me jump down now. This is 1 Samuel 17, and I'm gonna start at 31. And it says here, and when the words were heard which David spake, they rehearsed them before Saul, and he sent for him. And David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight for this Philistine, with this Philistine. And Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against the Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. And King David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock. And I went out after him, and smote him, and delivered him out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard, and smote him, and slew him. Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear, and thy servant slew both the lion and the bear. And this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, seeing he hath defiled the armies of the living power. David said, moreover, the Lord Yahweh that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. And Saul said unto David, go, and the Lord be with thee. All right, so see, King David, he had that faith. All right, he said that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is going to deliver this man unto me. Okay, and the reason why I'm bringing all this out is because the modern day Goliath right now is Esau and his armies. Okay, and we're the modern day King David, so to speak. Right? Doesn't it speak about the household of faith? All right, the tabernacle of David, the house of David. Okay, you see, the elect is a part of that that household. Okay, and through their faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, they're going to be able to take down, okay, this spiritual Goliath, all right, which is Esau Edom, okay, the beast system, all right, the dragon is going to get taken down, okay, no matter how mighty this man looks, and no matter what the odds are against us, we are going to win. And that's what's going to and that's what's going to well, how would I word this? And this is why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's name is going to be exalted, because the underdog, okay, the one that's least likely to win this match is going to get the big W, okay? It's gonna be an upset, as they say, You see? And when we get the big W, the victory over the beast, okay, these other nations are gonna fear, And they're going to say that, hey, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, that's the true living power of the Israelites. And they're going to fear those names again. You see? But let's keep reading. This is 1 Samuel chapter 17. Now we are in 38. And Saul armed David with his armor, and he put on a helmet of brass upon his head. He armed him with a coat of mail. And David girded his sword upon his armor, and he said to go out, for he had not proved it. And David said unto Saul, I cannot go with these, for I have not proved them. And David put them off, all right, showing that, look, we don't need weapons. King David didn't need weapons, all right, so to speak, to slay Saul, all right, or to slay Goliath, you see, all right. And we don't need these carnal weapons, as the Elder Yak always brings out from what is it, the X-Men, you Homo sapiens and your guns, all right. We don't need that in that time. The Lord's going to give us those spiritual powers, and we're going to be able to take down this spiritual Goliath, okay, which is Esau, Edom's kingdom. You see? Let's keep reading. And it says here, verse 40, and he took his staff and in his hand and chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook and put them in a shepherd's bag which he had, even a scrip, and his sling with was in his hand, and he drew them to the Philistine. And the Philistine came on and drew near unto David, and the man that bare the shield went before him. And when the Philistine looked about and he saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth, and ruddy, and of fair countenance. And the Philistine said unto David, Am I a dog, that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. And the Philistine said to David, Come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air, to the beasts of the field. And David said to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield. But I come to thee in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai of hosts, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defiled. This day will the Lord deliver me. This day will the Lord deliver thee unto my hand, and I will smite thee, and take thy head from thee, and I will give thy carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a power in Israel. And all this assembly shall know that the Lord Yahweh saveth not with sword and spear, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into our hands. You see, we don't need all these carnal weapons. That's Esau's blessing, all right? He's the one that was blessed with the sword. That's Genesis the 27th chapter, I believe, okay? You know? See, hey, we were blessed with with spirituality, okay? Being connected with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, the true living power, all right? So we don't need to do anything. That's why the scriptures say, what? Wait upon me, saith the Lord. We don't need, all right, to do anything, you know? That's foolish. That's folly. That's of this world, you know? That's carnality. And that's all that's going to do is lead you to death. See, hey, we're spiritual warriors here, you know? We're calling on the true living power. And when it's the right time, the true living power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, is the one that's going to save us. That's how we're going to get our victory, okay? You see? Just as King David said there, I'll come in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and you're going to be delivered into my hands. And that's what we're telling Esau right now, okay? That look, you're going to go down. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to give us that power. Just wait, okay? Just wait. You see? And it's happening. Things are moving. All right? Hey, these prophecies are getting fulfilled. It's only a matter of time, all right, before brothers start getting spiritual powers. Before Yahweh Shai, comes back, us getting changed into those new bodies. You see, us becoming those, those mini gods on earth. We're gonna have powers, like these anime characters, all right, these Marvel characters, so on and so forth. We're gonna have them powers, and Esau's not gonna be able to do nothing about it. All right, what does it say? The heathen shall envy, and they shall not be able to do anything about it. You see? All right, let me keep reading though. This is 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 48 now. And it came to pass when the Philistine arose and came and drew nigh to meet David, that David hasted and ran towards the army to meet the Philistine. And David put his hand in his bag and took thence a stone and slang it and smote the Philistine in his forehead, that the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon his face to the earth. So David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone. Like I mentioned earlier, that's spiritual, that it was a stone, because that stone represents Yahweh Shai. All right. And like I mentioned, how that could correlate to you know, the whole statue. All right, in Daniel, I believe it's the 7th chapter. You know, where it had it was gold, silver, bronze. All right, you know, clay. You know, hey, well, what took that statue down? It was that stone, okay? Which we know that represents Yahweh Shai. You see? And you got to think about it. That statue had to be very large, you know, in that vision. And King David was what? Large. And look at Esau now. He's large. He's mighty. And he's going to get thrown down, man. You see? All because of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Nothing more, nothing less. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is the one that what is it? Killeth, maketh alive. He's the one that, you know, raiseth, you know, those up, bringeth those down. You know? You see? Let's keep reading. And it says, therefore David ran and stood upon the Philistine, and took his sword and drew it out of the sheath thereof, and slew him, and cut off his head therewith. And when the Philistines saw their champion was dead, they fled. Okay? And you see, once we get that victory, all these nations, they're going to flee. They're going to be afraid. You see? They're going to be terrified. And that's because we have the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai on our side, the true living power. All right? I want to get a couple other scriptures. All right? I want to get Psalms 44. Okay? This is Psalms 44. And I'm going to start at... I'm going to just start at 1 to get to the point. Or start at the top. And then the main point is in 5 and 6. This is Psalms chapter 44, verse 1. We have heard with our ears, O power. Our fathers have told us what work thou didst in the days and the times of old, how thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hand and planted them, how thou didst afflict the people and cast them out. For they got not the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arms save them, but thy right hand and thy arm and the light of thy countenance, because thou hast a favor unto them. Thou art my king, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Command deliverance for Jacob. Through thee will I push down our enemies. So like I said, through thee we will push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies and put them to shame that hateth us. You see, that's what's going to get us the victory, okay? All right? Hey, the names of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, not any carnal weapons. You know, we don't need that. We just need to continue to have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and preach this word. That's the, you know, doing the damage, okay? And this is why Esau, he's starting to make these moves, and he's preparing to pounce on us, right? You know, as a lion pounces on his prey. You see? Oh, that's a beautiful scripture. Yeah, let me get that one. That's 2 Corinthians. You know? But that's what Esau is about to do. All right? He's about to pounce on us, you know, as a lion. But see, you know, since we got that insight, okay, from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, we know he's about to do these things. We're spiritually prepared, okay? We're getting ready for it. We're getting ready for the battle, and we're going to get the victory. Hey, what did King David said hey, he said that bear and that lion was he defeated that lion and that bear, okay, through Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, you know? So Esau can do what he wants, man. We're going to get the victory. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, We do not war after the flesh, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. See, we don't need to get carnal like Esau. All right, we don't need guns, bombs. All right, whatever, man. You know, germ warfare, whatever Esau uses, you know, for these carnal battles. We don't need it. All we need is Yahweh Shem Shai. That's it. Okay. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Shem Shai to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringeth into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai. Okay? You see? All we need is Yahweh Shem Shai. And it's funny because these people, they don't think there's any other option. Okay? Besides obeying Esau. That's why it says here in Revelation 13 and I'm gonna start at 3 main points and 4. It says here, and I saw one of his heads as they were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. And this is how this is going into how the Roman Empire basically fell, and then it was revived, all right, through America. Okay, let's keep reading. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, what is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? You see, no one thinks Esau's system is going to get brought down, but they're going to be, they're going to be proven wrong. Okay, look, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to take Esau down. Okay, and take Esau down easily. You know, it's not even going to be a real fight. You know. You see? Because Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, well, Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai, right? And then those angels, they got spiritual powers. They can manipulate elements, you know, manipulate time, so to speak. Okay? And they're going to be able to destroy, you know, Esau. It's going to be light work. You know, the scriptures talk about that in 2nd Ezra. Even though these heathens and Esau know they're going to lose, they're going to have the spirit in them to fight, and they're just going to be evaporated, all right, with those laser beams. You see? But we don't have anything to worry about. Hey, what does it say in 2nd Ezra or 2nd Kings, where it says, there's let me get that. There's more of us than of they, you know? Let me see if I can find that. So we have let me see if I can find that real quick. Salakia, brothers, give me a second. Oh man, how is it worded? I know it's in, I believe it's because I know it was with like Elijah. Hold on, let me see if I can put Elijah in. Because he had his servant with him, and he asked the Lord, you know, open his eyes. And then the Lord, you know, allowed Elijah's servant to see that there was chariots all over. So we don't need to be afraid, man. There's more of us, okay, than of they. The Lord has his armies all around us, you know. The angels are everywhere. They're watching what's going on. They're protecting the men of the Lord. All right, that's in Psalms, the 34th chapter, in the 7th verse. Talks about how there's angels encamped around us. You see? You know? We don't have to be afraid. Esau is the one that needs to be afraid, because but once the Lord gives the green light, all right, you know, to these angels to you know, to actually, you know, wreak havoc on them, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. Then this guy's gonna be found out to be just a man. You know? What does the scripture say? I think it is it Isaiah 47? Is this the man that maketh the earth to tremble? You know, roughly paraphrasing, or Isaiah 14. You see? The water, brother, 2 Kings 6. The water. Let's see if I can find that. 6 and... Oh, that went away pretty quick. Let me see where I should start. Where was that at? Give me 1 second. Let me look at that comment real quick. 6:20. There we go. This is 2 Kings chapter 6 and 20. Get straight to the point. And it came to pass when they were coming to Samaria that Elisha said, Lord Yahweh, open the eyes of these men that they may see. And the Lord Yahweh opened their eyes, and they saw, and behold, they were in the midst of Samaria. And the kings of Israel said to Elisha, when he saw them, my father, shall I smite them? Shall I smite them? And he answered, thou shalt not smite them. Wouldest thou smite those that has taken captive with thy sword and with thy bow? Set bread and water before thee. Oh, and is this the one? Salakia, brothers. I don't think that's the one. But point being, though, you know, brothers can look it up. You know, it does talk about how there was more of us than of they, man. We're good, man. We don't need like I said, these carnal weapons. You know, the Lord's got us. You know, like how it said in that Kings, or not Kings, that Samuel talked about. The Lord is the one. Let me read that part again because that was heavy. This is First Samuel chapter 17. All right, verse 47. And all this assembly shall know that the Lord Yahweh saveth not with the sword and spear, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into our hands. See, the battle is of the Lord's. All right, he's the one that's controlling everything. Okay, you know, we just have to have that faith. That's the main thing. Let's get that Hebrews 11 and 6 real quick. Let's get Hebrews 11 and 6. Because we just have to have that faith, and that's how we please the Most High. And if we're pleasing him, that means he's going to fight for us. This is Hebrews 11 and 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. See, you just have to have that faith. Okay? And then he'll start giving you the spiritual powers. Let's get that no weapon formed. This is Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise up against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh, and the righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. See, no weapon that is formed is going to prosper. No matter what Esau tries to come against, come with, you know, whatever weapon he comes with, it's not going to prosper. Okay? It's not going to be effective. Okay? And this guy has a lot of stuff. He's going to come out with a lot of toys, man. You know? This guy is going to have these super soldiers, all right, that are going to be hybrids of humans and machine, you know, those cyborgs, okay? Basically, those RoboCops, you know, those Terminator machines, okay? This guy's going to use germ warfare. This guy has, I've seen it in Japan. I don't know if brothers watch Gundam Wing, that anime. I legit seen a Gundam Wing machine, man, and it was legit moving. That thing was probably like 30 feet tall. They got this stuff, man. They're just not showing it. You know, they may show a little thing here and there, but you know, they keep that under wraps. And all the things that you see in, you know, the movie The Batman, all right, all that all his, you know, gadgets and toys, so to speak, they got that. You know, you had I forgot the character's name, but you know, Bruce Wayne, he had I think his name was something with the L, but I can't remember his name. But Morgan Freeman played him. This guy was in some underground, you know, facility, just making weaponry for him. You know, Esau has these things, okay, but it's not going to be effective in that day. You know, hey, those nukes aren't going to be effective against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. No. All right? Hey, but you know, the point being, though, is in this whole lesson is that faith, okay? That's what's going to deliver us, okay? Hey, as King David fought Goliath, you know, he had that faith. he was able to get that victory. And since we got faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, we're going to get victory over the beast. Okay? You know? We're going to get victory over the beast, over Esau, and all the things that, you know, he's got set up. Let me see if I can find that. Let's end it out with this. This is Revelation 15:1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire. And them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High. And they sang the song of Moses, the servant of God, and the song of the Lamb, saying, Great and marvelous are thy works, Lord Yahweh Almighty. Just and true are all thy ways, thou King of saints. You see? Well, we're going to get the victory of Yahweh Bashim. We're going to get the victory over the beast through Yahweh Bashim Shai. You just have to have that faith. All right? And with that, you know, hopefully this was edifying. And I'm going to end this lesson, and I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Shai. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all you brothers out there. Shalom.